Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How's everybody's week going? How about popping in the comments and telling me where you are and what you're working on today? I know some places it's cold and rainy, and other places, like here in Florida, it's getting pretty hot and humid out there. So just want to see what everybody's doing. Hello, Colleen. I sent you a text message this morning that please respond to that. How's everybody doing? Let's see. I've got a couple demos, couple things to talk to you about today and share with you. And I think first off, let's see if this works. If I can push buttons and get everything to work well. Is I know I've had a couple of questions about registering for a class and seeing an extra fee that said materials and what is that, and unfortunately, the system that we use, and Maria, good, I'm glad you're there because I can answer your question from the other day. Um, the system we use gives us limitations. It doesn't always let us to be as clear or do things exactly. Um, they're yours, Colleen. Just let me know if you want one or two. They're yours. Um, anyway, that lets me be able to maybe explain things properly. So, working on Broomhilder's. Oh, wow! Teresa, cool! Broomhilder's Bakery. I don't think I have that one. I've got the one from this past year, and I haven't had time to get any of it done. So anyway, I want to show this screen to you and explain. This is just one of the classes. This is the Harvest Host. And if you look here, it says, here's the price of the event is $111. And you look down here and you say, well, it says class only minus 12. What the heck is that? Or class and materials. Well, this is the way that it forces us to put it in. If you look down here, it says event, class, flat fee, shipping. It's a $12 shipping fee. Unfortunately, we have to do that. We either have to increase everybody's price, or increase or just charge the shipping. And unfortunately, Kimberbell charges us, and we have to turn around. No way of getting around that anymore. So if you look, and you're going to be able to pick it up, if you can come to our shop and pick up your kit, you choose class only. Okay, and I'm not on the right screen, but if I went over there and clicked on class only, it would change the price. It would take $12 off the price. Okay, so it would make it $99. Class and materials is actually the shipping. It doesn't, and down here it tells you, it explains. Oh, good, Heidi, on your quilt top. Yay, one of your UFOs for the month, because we are still counting those UFOs, and I'm going to wait till next week and then get everybody to re-up your accounts, so we can figure out what we're doing, because we're going to have prizes. We got something special, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. So anyway, hope this makes it a little bit more clear. If you're going to pick it up, you're going to click class only, because that's what you want, which still includes your kit and everything. Okay, and down here, like I said, this explains it. The explanation's underneath. If you need to have it shipped, you're going to do class and materials, and that's where it says right here your event class fee. So if you click that one, that disappears. So I hope that explains it. Maria, not automatically. If you wanted to come up and can give me a time later in the day, we could be open. Okay, Saturdays we're only open by appointment. I know Saturday morning I will be swimming till my arms fall off. Pretty much. Oh, that makes me ask. Let me ask you guys a question. How many laps have you swam in a pool? If you got into a pool one time, any time in your life, and you swam a number of laps, how many laps do you think you would swim? 2, 4, 6, 10? Just throw a number out there. There's no right or wrong answer. Let's see. It would be later in the day, probably Saturday afternoon, Maria, if that would be okay, and we can coordinate. I'd be happy to, to run over and meet you at the store. How about that? We're not going out of town, but to be honest with you, I've got things to do. I don't want to just sit at the store all day. But I will be happy to meet anybody if you want to. Judy, 5 laps. Was it hard, Judy? I bought this kit at the beginning of the year. I don't think I was charged at all. Maybe call Mike. No, don't worry about it. No, it's just something we had to do recently. You're fine. I used to own our own pool and swam 30 laps each morning before work. Yay, Dwani! Awesome, 10 laps, but a while ago. Yeah. I don't think you want to know how many I swam this morning. Used to do 4 in an Olympic pool in my younger, healthier times. Okay, Maria, you can, and you guys can always go back and do it again. Doesn't mean you have to go far, but you just kind of do something. We can all keep doing something, whether it's walking or, water pool is one of the best exercises. Water aerobics, I know lots of people that do the water aerobics. Um, I might make you tired if I tell you how many laps I swam this morning, but I've got a coach and he made me swim a lot of laps. A lot. We swam a lot on Saturday, and I'm swimming 3 days a week getting ready for my race. So, anyway, just to throw it out there. It is the best exercise. I'll tell you, it takes all the weight. If I have, oh my gosh, I got this little thing sticking in. If I have all of the, um, it takes all the weight out. You get up in the morning and you're stiff and sore and things don't want to work and move. The best thing to do is get in the water because it takes it off and it gets you moving and you don't have all that weight and pressure. And I always feel much better afterwards. But just saying that. Anyway, today is Pam and Bob's anniversary. We do want to wish them a happy anniversary. And that's why she's not on with me today. I don't know what they're up to, but it's their anniversary today. So if you get a chance, I posted it on our friends page. You can just post it out there. I don't know if they'll pop on and see what we're up to today or not, but that's okay. We got a small group, but I know there's a lot of people that look later. First, let's see. So I showed that to you. So now we understand what the difference is on whether you're picking it up or, whatever. This is something new that we've had to institute. And also to let you know, starting in August, the prices on the classes are going to go up, the Kimberbell events, and I don't know how much that is. So if there's one you want, I suggest that you go ahead and get registered before, and I'll keep reminding you so that you don't get hit with that price increase. But I know August the 1st, the prices are going to go up. So we may get hit with it anyway, even though I've ordered ahead of time. But I want to make sure you guys are taken care of. So we're not changing prices until the 1st of August. Okay, so we got that. This is my helpful hint today. Actually, I was talking with Mike and he shared it with me, and I said, hey, can I just share that? And so that he's going to talk, what did he say he was going to talk about? I think email tomorrow. I think it's email again, but new things, some new information that he's found out. I know you guys will be happy to hear. But this is what I want to show you today. How many of you, let me ask you, have changed needles on your machine and dropped the daggone needle down inside, whether it's a serger or sewing or embroidery? How many times have you had the needle drop down inside? On some of the older, smaller machines, you can pick them up and shake them. But these new ones, they're too heavy to shake and move and tear apart. You're not supposed to take them apart because it voids the warranty. Well, you drop a needle in and then you're done. And you get frustrated, and then you got to load it up in the car and take it to the shop so they can dig the needle out. How about if I show you how that you never have to worry about dropping your needle down inside? So easy and so simple. Never have to worry about it again. Okay, yeah, you guys we've all learned our lesson. So I am going to show you, and it's so easy and so whatever. All righty. So I just have the light on so you can see. So we need to change the needle. You know, you've got that hole down there. Well, it is as easy as put a piece of fabric under it and cover the hole, or put a piece of paper under and cover the hole. So if you go to take your needle out and it falls, it's not going to drop down in there. It's just going to stick in your fabric. I mean, that was worth the price of showing up today, right? That's all you have to do. You can take, whether it's that, you can take a piece of paper, a card, anything to just cover the hole. That's it. No more problems. Nobody's ever going to drop their needle down inside their machine again, right? It works on your embroidery machines. It works on your sergers. It works on any machine. Cover the hole. Okay. Yay! Lots of hearts. I will make sure that Mike gets those and he gets the credit for it. So, what else do I have to show you? It's just kind of a fun day today. I do want to promote. Yeah, we all learned our lesson. Like I said, I know that that it's happened. We've all done it. With a lot of the sergers, I know with the baby lock sergers, they have a little pull out in the bottom, has a little magnet on it, so the needle drops straight down in the machine and it all comes open. But like my Solaris, it doesn't. You got to start taking things apart, and you don't want to be tearing things apart with that and breaking seals on stuff, because then you void your warranty, and you don't want to do that. Or even worse, you can't get it. You got to take it into the shop to put it back together again. We don't want that. Anyway, here's my little owl. This thing, I was not a big fan of the new license to create when I first saw it. I've told him that. I mean, they were really cutesy little things, and I wasn't sure how well they would go. Well, I shared it with you guys, and I had a bunch of people. I've got like 16 or 17 that decided, I know he's so flippin' cute. I really like him. I don't know what it is about it. It was just so much fun. And I like the fact that I took the fabric and I used black and white fabric and then my permanent colors, and I colored it. So he's got a little bit of, he's got a little bit of color. He's got a little bow. He's just cheerful. He is cute. And this is one of the projects, the little hearts. You could even put a little note in the back. And I did find a little stick. I did a lot of gluing on this one. Not a lot of stitching, but gluing. And look at the simple little hanger. You guys recognize that? If you ever drank something out of a can, you found it. And that just makes a perfect little hanger. I stick a push pin in the wall, and he's now hanging up at the entrance to my studio. And he's just nice and cheerful. So wouldn't you like to make one of these, or 2 or 3? Can you just, and the stick, I just happened to walk out in the front yard, look down, and there was a stick, and I grabbed it. He was just a lot of fun, and a great way to use up, little scraps, little pieces of scrap and stuff. Well, the kits that we have, I still have a few of them left, have all of the stuff in it. So it's got the fabric, and it's got all of the other, the other little things in there that you need. And then we made the little tea pockets. These were just so cute. They look like a little teacup. And that's all they are. They're cute. Well, I made one and sent to my sister, and she absolutely loved it. She just loved it. This is done all in the hoop. We even make the little tea tag, the little tiny zipper. And inside, you can put a couple little bags of tea, a couple little, I put tea bags, I put a couple little sweeteners in there, and they just make it, you could do it, oh, you know what, a cute little soap or something would be cute in there too. But it's just cute, the little handle. I mean, you could do it, and this is actually, if you wanted to put a little teaspoon in it, you could put a little teaspoon. So it was a really fun project. It wasn't hard. It was all done in the hoop. The second one I made, I actually put Pam's initials on it. so that she would have her initials. So there were other things, add-ons you could do. And I know some people were making them and putting tea in them for Mother's Day, but birthdays and all kinds of other occasions. So that's just a one that you could do something a little bit different than a mug rug. You know, we do tons of those. So this is about the same size, about the same amount of fabric, and it's different. So that's why I liked it. It was different. Then, let's see, last week, no, the week before, we did the grab and go bag. Okay, this was the grab and go bag. And it has a little catch on the top. It snaps down on, so you can just grab it and go. And, we use the heat transfer foil so it looks like a mirror. We added our initials on them. This was one that's really nice because it's got a pocket inside. Now mine, I did the iron-on vinyl to make it, vinyl inside. And it opens up, nice and open. So this is one, they had a couple different designs. Would be great for the kiddos for their toys. All their little toys, that, maybe even their colors, their crayons, their cars, their blocks. And when they need to go to grandma's or their favorite aunts, they just pull it closed, and that's why they called it a grab and go bag. And you make it in lots of fun, fun different colors. So we did that. Then last week we stepped it up and it was more difficult. We made crossbody bags. I cannot show you my crossbody bag. I finished it and I sent it to Tiffany at R&K. She's the girl that handles our account, and mentioned that she wanted to make one, and she's a young mom, and I don't know, I just made it, and I had the rainbow, and it really turned out nice. I've got pictures posted on our page. I sent it to her, so I can't show that to you, but it was really super cool. It challenged us. I know it challenged me, and it challenged everybody else, because we had 3 zippers. There was a zipper inside where you could put some coins. There was a zipper down both sides, so that's 3 zippers. And inside the opposite from your change zipper was a place to put your credit cards and your driver's license and some money. Then the top flipped open and you could put your phone down inside and be hands-free. Go shopping, go, whatever. So I had to get some more fabric because I have to make another one. I really, really did like that one. It challenged me, but I did like it. So for everybody that's coming to class tomorrow, and it's not too late, you can get the kit. We still have the kits that has all of the stuff from R&K. And grab mine down here. Comes in this nice bag with all of your stabilizers, some samples of thread, your tape, all those kind of things. The book, and you would get the videos. There's videos from them. There's additional designs, and you would get our Zoom videos for the classes. So we have one more class tomorrow, and our class tomorrow, there was plenty of fabric left on my. Oh my gosh, I went crazy with this. It's 3/4 of a yard, and I only needed like a fat quarter, a little bit for this. So I had enough fabric left over to work with my bag and Miss Bunny. All right, guys, I'm in love with this silly little bunny. She's 14 inches tall. She doesn't have her skirt on yet, but she is just so cute. So this is what we're going to make. And Maria, you are going to be able to make this tomorrow with success. I'm going to help you with that. She is just so, so cute. And she's pretty well, she's all, other than, let me see, stuffing. Yeah, she's done in the hoop. She is so cute. So go grab your pink fabric if you want to change up what you're doing. And that's what I did. So yeah, I kind of like her like this. But she has a little skirt, and she's going to have ruffles or lace or, different things on that, and her little ears. And, Just cute. She's got little hearts on her hands. And someone suggested making like a red, white, and blue. Make her in, she could be done in anything. But anyway, this is my wild, crazy little Miss Bunny. So we're going to be doing that one tomorrow. All right. We have our Simplify wall hanging on Thursday. We only have 2 classes this week because we're getting down to the end of the month. We do have our edge to edge quilting class next week with the panel, and the stuff's on its way. As soon as it is I will be able to show you. But once you take the edge to edge with the panel class, or not, either with the panel or your scraps of fabric, 2 yard cuts of fabric, we're going to work on edge to edge from Amelia Scott. She has a brand new, I think it's called Edge to Edge Pro, a brand new book. Yes, Maria, seasonal outfits. What a great idea. Plain little bunny. Oh my gosh, I love that. See, we're going to have fun with this tomorrow because you could do little aprons and even with like a little pinafore or something and different outfits for the holidays. Yes, she is going to have a spot up on my wall next to my gnome. Remember, the gnome was from the last license to create. So she's going to be hanging out with the gnome and the bear up there. That is a great idea, the seasonal outfits. Oh, we could have so much fun with that. But Amelia Scott has come out with a new, and it has borders and other sizes and really cool stuff. We talked about it in class the other day. As soon as I get the book and the information, we'll be having a class a little bit later on. I've got a list of people that are interested in taking it. I've got a pretty long list. So you're going to learn more with the edge-to-edge quilting. And basically, I'm trying to help you so that you can take your embroidery machines and use them to finish off your projects. Table runners, table toppers, quilts, quilt fabric, making stratas, quilt fabric that you can then turn into something else. You can pre-quilt the fabric, and then we did it with the backpacks. So we've got more fun stuff coming with that. And then in June, here it is. June, we do have on the 16th Dime's edge to edge. So they work, Amelia Scott works with Dime. They've got some things that are the same, some things that are different. And of course, we'll do blue tiles and Kimberbell and all of that to help you to use your embroidery machine. And if you're not an embroiderer, you're a sewer, a quilter, you want to quilt, we've got projects coming up. We're going to have our steampunk. Yeah, we're stepping outside the comfort zone here. We're going to have our steam quilt project. We're going to be doing a fun block of the month with called the Bijou Wonder. And then we have the Fat Quarter. There's another block of the month that's coming in October. So if you like to do sewing and quilting, or you know someone that does, hey, we've got you covered. We've got you covered. Wanted to share this with you. Just got this in from Dime. It's a stabilizer sample book talking about stabilizers. How many times do we not know what stabilizer we need to use for something? And I know each one of our vendors that sell stabilizers have different ways and different methods, and you can have all of them, or you can pick the one that works best for you. So in this, they're sending, this comes as a package. It's got our label on the back. And there is a sample booklet that lists all of their stabilizers, and underneath each one what it's designed for. So it gives it to you right here like this. So you've got specialty, your regular stabilizers. But what I liked is really cool is they're putting in their most popular. You get a package of the most popular stabilizers in this size, whatever size that is, but in this size, you can actually test it out. Well, but if I test it out, I won't have a sample, so I won't know what it's for. Oh, yes, you will. Because you also have this little, um, it's like those paint chips. Little packet's got a little brad up here in the top. So it's got all the different stabilizers and they're labeled so you know exactly what it is. It all ties together with their embroiderer's compass. And yes, I've got all of the different types because I have to be able to share it with you, tell you I like all of them. I love all of the stabilizers. And I know there's different reasons that people like different ones. But Deborah Jones came up with the embroiderer's compass, and we've showed that to you before, but I'm going to show it to you again. This is a really good one to have right next to your machine. And what's nice is you can go right around and pick whatever it is you want to be able to embroider. Well, who likes to do lace and freestanding embroidery? And you think, well, what is it? What do I need? Well, she's got it set up so that you can read right down through the windows. And freestanding lace, you want a sew and wash mesh. Well, and I know, but I tell you this when you're in class, and but I'm not always next to you. So who wants to go on and look it up on, do YouTube or search and say, Sherry said that. What was it she told me I needed? Well, right here, you can have this handy and be able to do it. And then it'll tell you what size needle, what they suggest on needles, and also, how to hoop it. Okay, so it tells you how to hoop it. And then you can just go around to any of the other things. It's on both sides. There's two different sizes. So what if, let's see, what else do we want to do? Something sheer. If you're doing a sheer fabric, because you can embroider on all kinds of stuff. Well, then you would use one or more layers of a light, firm tearaway because you want it to be stable while you're embroidering and then be able to tear it away when you're done. And then it tells you about the hooping. Speaking of hooping, I know a lot of us like to be conservative in cutting our stabilizer and putting it in the hoop. We cut it down and maybe it just fits. Well, here's another little tidbit or hint that you should write down and remember when you're hooping your stabilizer, whether it's just stabilizer or stabilizer, and your project, you want to have about an inch extra stabilizer all the way around. Okay, remember that, an inch. Because when you bring it in too close to your hoop, it's not as tight. If you want to test it, stitch something with it, really cut short. I wouldn't, because I wouldn't waste my time. And then do it again. So if you've had problems with things kind of wrinkling and crinkling and you think, I've used all the stabilizer, I've done this and this, have you left enough stabilizer around your hoop so that you can make sure it's nice and tight? The other thing is when you with your hoop, let me grab a hoop. Grab one right here, and okay. I don't have stabilizer in here. I did want to tell you this. Let's see. Yeah, that stabilizer is more for a 4x4. I wouldn't try it in a 5x7. Okay. Once you've got your stabilizer, so what I'm saying is when you lay this down to cut it, you should have an inch, not from here, but outside all the way around. Now, when you hoop it, it might adjust just a little bit, but you really want about an inch or more stabilizer, okay? Then when you screw it down, you're going to screw it down with your hand, finger tight, and then if you don't have one of these, you need them. We've got them. This is my favorite screwdriver. You want to take it and put it in there and tighten it down, because look at that. Look how much more I could tighten it after I had finger tight. And we all have different strengths in our finger, so if you have a hard time, tightening it down, then you want to make sure that you use this. And again, watch. Okay, got it in. You tighten it. Okay, you see, that's tight. You can take, and look at that, I got another half turn. So there you go. That's my helpful tidbits and hints today. So come back tomorrow, Wednesday. Be over at the shop, and we'll be talking about email. So make it a great day. Keep sewing, keep posting. Remember, our game is still on until next week. How many things do you see in the photo? Write them. You take the time to write all of them down, and I am amazed. The number that I thought was in there and some of the things that people saw and added to it really has made this a fun game. So go sew something, and I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.